Decision trees are one of the most intuitive ideas in machine learning, and you've already used one every time you've played Akinator. Akinator asks you a series of yes or no questions. Is your character real? Is your character a scientist? And within 20 questions, it correctly guesses who you're thinking of. How? The answer is a decision tree. A decision tree is a flowchart of questions. At the top is the root node, the first and most important question. Each answer becomes a branch, leading to another node, another question, and so on. Eventually, you reach a leaf node, a final prediction with no further questions. The depth of the tree is the longest path from root to leaf. Let's build a small tree to classify animals. Given 3 features, has wings, has fur, and lives in water, the tree first asks, has wings? If yes, it predicts bird. If no, it asks, has fur? To decide between mammal and fish. Each question splits the dataset into smaller, purer groups. Exactly what Akinator does with every question it asks. But here's the key question. Why has wings? First, why not lives in water? To choose the best question, we need to measure uncertainty. Picture 3 glass jars of colored marbles. The first jar has 50 red and 50 blue, perfectly mixed, maximum uncertainty. The second has 90 red and 10 blue, low uncertainty. The third is all red, 0 uncertainty, totally pure. In information theory, this uncertainty is called entropy, written H of S. For an even 50-50 split, entropy equals 1 bit, maximum. For a 90-10 split, it drops to about 0.47 bits. For a perfectly pure group, entropy is 0. The entropy formula is HHS equals the negative sum over each class I of P sub I times a log base 2 of P sub I. The key insight, the more mixed the group, the higher the entropy. A good question is one that reduces entropy the most. We measure this with information gain, the entropy before the split minus the weighted average entropy of the resulting subgroups. The algorithm evaluates every candidate question, computes the information gain for each, and picks the one with the highest gain. That question becomes the node. Then it repeats this process recursively on each resulting subgroup. This continues until each group is pure, or a stopping rule is hit, like a maximum depth. The result is a tree that greedily reduces uncertainty at every level. Now, a cautionary note. If we let the tree grow without limit, it will perfectly classify every training example, including noise and outliers. That sounds great until new data arrives. The tree has memorized the training set rather than learning the real pattern. It fails on new data. This is called overfitting, like a student who memorizes practice, answers word for word, but struggles when questions are phrased differently. The fix is pruning, strategically removing the smallest, most specific branches. The pruned tree loses a little training accuracy, but generalizes far better to new data. There's also a beautiful geometric way to understand trees. In a 2D feature space, e.g., say height versus weight, each split draws a perfectly vertical or horizontal line, dividing the plane into 2 regions. After several splits, the entire feature space is carved into axis-aligned rectangles, each shaded with its predicted class. This is exactly what a decision tree produces geometrically, a tiling of rectangles. Now back to Akinator. Every question it asks is chosen to maximally reduce its uncertainty about who you're thinking of. Each answer prunes away a huge portion of the possibility space, until only one candidate remains. That is the heart of a decision tree. Choose the most informative question, split, repeat, reducing uncertainty at every step until you reach a confident prediction. Decision trees are interpretable. You can read and explain every step. They handle both categories and continuous numbers, and they form the foundation of some of the most powerful algorithms in machine learning, including random forests, which combine many trees for even stronger predictions. That's our next video.